Welcome, viewer. As I mentioned to you earlier, today we are throwing in a little gist to the whole program. Being a Friday, we are focusing on entertainment, of course. And today our topic of discussion, we're going to talk about talent. Discovering talent is one thing, and nurturing that talent is another. Managing it to a level where this talent can be helpful to the person who holds it is a great challenge that has proven for many years. And a recent example is the story of Wendy. Wendy Waeni is a young gymnast acrobat who has hit the headlines. Her story has hit the headlines in the recent past, and today in the studio we have young people who are talented and also who are interested in the matters that are going on in our society. Habari zenu? Nimekuwa formal sana. Nimewashtua.
Kwa talent tu.
Kwa talent tu. Now, we are discussing the story of Wendy. Maybe just very quickly, your general take on the same. Maybe I start with you, Dan.
Yes.
You can introduce yourself to the viewer.
Yes. Hello viewers, my name is Daniel Migai.
What's your name?
I'm a talented guy. Now henceforth everyone is talented.
Okay.
Following the story of Wendy, Wendy with the manager Joe, so it was highlighted on the JKIL live, everyone knows.
Yeah.
And then Joe Mwangi went to Ebro TV with the Chipu, to talk about the story of the same, but with another version of it.
More of defending himself, I would say.
Yes, but in a wrong way. I will say in a wrong way, because instead of talking about the story of money management, which the kid talked about in JKL, he went ahead to expose the child on other, I will say, stupid, detailed issue that depending on how he was talking earlier on the Chipu, he's like a brother or something. If you're a brother or someone who cares about someone, you will not go ahead and post such things on
Usi brother wake, huyo ni manager wake.
That is what he's saying.
That is not his brother.
On Twitter, on Chipu, he said he's like a brother. He cared more than a father for the family.
Okay, hapo ndo alifanya ujinga, lakini kwa point yenye anaendelea obvious hata kama ni wewe. You stand for your names, ndio?
No, here.
So, hapo ikabidi aendelee kwa manager.
Let's see this. The girl herself is on record talking about how this guy is the one who was managing her Facebook, her social media generally.
Yes.
Her Twitter, her Facebook.
Yes.
Exactly. But then she had never posted. She had never even made a comment. You know, as much as you have a manager, una ile right ya kusema leo ebu tweet kitu fulani kunihusu. You understand? And then maybe they advise you and tell you this is.
And remember, the girl is a minor.
Exactly, and
Now
that's why also
14,
she cannot.
Ni mtoto
Yeah.
So shida iko wapi?
The problem is the manager took over the girl's life without the knowledge of the girl.
The problem is the girl is a kid. So ako shule anafaa kufanya nini? Anafaa kwenda kipost picha zake.
But don't make
90% of the time ya huyo mtoto ako shule.
The face of the girl now is the face of the manager, you understand? The girl, hakuna kitu anadu kwa internet, unaelewa? Before she got the phone from the nigger, the girl, as in kitu yote inapostiwa, any problem that was caused on social media was as a result of Joe Mwangi.
The confrontations with Jalas and stuff like that. I mean, what beefs does she have?
Hakuna story sijui ya beef ya nini. As in hiyo ni manager anafanya kazi yake. It's simple like that.
Kumake problem na wase.
Ni simple hivyo, kwani kama hata yeye angekuwa yeye mwenyewe handle kitu angekuwa na problem na wase.
Alright,
but not on that case.
Let's come down and listen to the lady and be a bit gender sensitive.
Okay, I think. Okay, kama alikuwa na problem na Wendy, angeenda wa discuss like haina haja kuje kuitoa kwa kila mtu, you get. Kama ni brother unakuja unamuongelesha, it's like Wendy ni sistake. So anakuja anamuongelesha. Si alisema okay.
It's like
were you biologically related, right?
Quote, it's like.
No, it's not like were you biologically related, right?
Well, yeah, wako.
So
it's like a brother,
claim ni brother yake.
Not a brother, it's like a brother.
But yeye amejichukulia kama brother yake.
Alright, let me
sister yake angemwadvise chini ya maji.
Let me come in here. If your younger sibling is doing something wrong, what do? Do you go talk to the neighbors or do you call her, sit her down and tell her, hey,
You call her,
you're doing
unamwambia
wrong.
hivi na hivi. And that's why that is not his younger sibling.
But
Listen.
he has seen the role.
Listen.
He's not, he say,
Joe.
I'm like,
Joe.
I'm like.
Yes.
Eh.
Joe anatumia Wendy ka scapegoat. Naelewa kwa history yote. Number one, Joe Mwangi and the mom wanafaa kusolve their money issues without involving no dame. Naelewa. This girl akienda kwa JKL, she's null in terms of dough. Yeye anajua hizo trips zote ashaienda, hajaipokea dough yoyote. Naelewa. Different from what was said with Joe and the mother on the two different shows. Venye madhake alienda kwa Radio Jambo, she said amekuwa akireceive peanuts from the guy. Unaelewa? In case ya when walienda Rwanda, they received 500k. Unaelewa? And then on the show, Joe said he received 100k. But coming back,
To the mother
said they gave Joe 200k.
200k, which
on
she
the
still
tweet,
wanted
on
some
the
more.
tweet on Twitter, the guy said it's true he received 200k. Unaelewa? Meaning the kid here is taken as a scapegoat for both the mother and Joe Mwangi.
So the biggest problem here, I think, is dragging the minor into this whole, hula baloo of who is taking advantage and who is not, because both the manager and the mother, on this case, I would say, are at fault, because they should have sorted out the issues of money. And Joe, the manager, of course,
shida hapa hivi timosikia. Shida ni atukatezwe kitu nini in real sense. In real sense, the kid actually hausi kila kitu, si ndio? In real sense, shida iko katikati ya Joe na mama mtoto, si ndio? Since hawelewani, since mmoja anasema mwingine ni mlevi, mmoja anasema mwingine ni conman. Wanakaa wajuani, si ndio? But on this case mimi nasema hivi, ni simple tu hivi. Joe alifanya part yake. So for example, if you are Joe right now, what will you be doing? Ungekomeka chini alafu unapiga makofi, nilichukua hizo pesa, nilifanya hivi na hivi. Obviously you want to take your name out of fault. The point that Dan is
trying to put across is that he should come out and of course defend his name. That's very right. But trying to drag this kid and trying to expose things that we didn't even know. Who asked what the kid was doing with the phone and stuff?
Who took the kid to the interview?
In this story,
to the interview,
the new manager.
Okay,
the new manager.
That means the kid already amesha dragiwa hapo without Joe even knowing if the kid amedragiwa hapo. On an interview, Joe alisema hivi. Actually, he didn't even know the kid is going on an interview. The day before walikuwa wana hang out na mtoi, wana have fun. Hako anajua kama ataenda interview.
Meaning Joe is not ready to be a manager.
Okay, listen. Even if you're a manager, it's not that wewe ni Mungu. Kwani you're not computerized. Kwani ujue ni manager, mimi najua mpaka ameenda cho saizi. Saizi anaona TV.
But going on JKL,
being a manager means what? Being a manager means what? I get a call, kuja a perform base flag. Okay, udongapi ido. Ido iwezi. Ido inaweza. Okay, ndo ido yake.
I think Joe knew about the story of this kid going to JKL.
No, you cannot say like that. Uwezi sema hivyo.
Because on the interview, the mother said
if
the nigger threatened her. Unasikia?
If
about
you could
going
be in
on
America,
about going on
if you
TV.
could be in America, you could say that. But this is Kenya. You don't lean on rumors. This is Kenya.
But the mom said, the mom confirmed. The mom
rumors.
confirmed.
How can you lean on rumors?
The mom
Alright.
confirmed.
Okay, kuna ile platform yenye alitumia ku threaten huyu mom, so obviously iko ni evidence.
Yeah.
Platform gani?
Ali text. The
Kama
text
ali
was
text
there. The
kuna.
mom said.
Okay, hiyo text ilikuja ya after. Wajua, they're saying Joe didn't try to solve this thing like internally, instead you kwenda nje na expose mtoi, si ndio? But before that hakukuwa na issue, si ndio? After alienda hiyo interview ndio kulikuwa na issue of which he was trying to solve it ikwe internally.
But
wamalizane. But hiyo ndio kufua dafu.
If I may say, if I may sway this discussion to a slightly different direction. There has been a problem. All right? There has been a problem. And clearly, maybe this is just one of the stories that have hit the headlines. But then there's so many stories of managers mishandling funds when, it comes to involving on matters that involve young people or minors in that case.
Yeah.
Because there are so many talented young people who are in music industry, who are in gymnastics, in sports and stuff like that. But then managers take advantage of this. basically because most of these young kids you find are from slum areas.
Yeah.
Anacheki madha mtu yana na huyu madha ashikanishi chochote. So they're taking advantage of such lack of knowledge to do what? To deprive these young people of what is due to them.
Mine zone.
Right? Exactly. And my question is this. Is it justifiable in any way what Joe did to this family? In any way, is it justifiable?
Mimi naweza sema hivi. Listen. Okay, first of all, I cannot say, like, I'm not trying to say Joe is at the right place, as in anadu kitu poa, anafaa kwa hivi na hivi, si ndio? But all of this still is not set, as in we don't know if Joe is right, if the mother is right, because all the stories come, they are complicating things, si ndio? We anatoa story different, one anatoa story different, one anatoa story different. But the fact remains that even if you're a manager, if you're a manager, you'll do what a manager has to do, si ndio?
Wewe wacha nikuulize. Kama ungekuwa Joe, ungeenda kusplash hiyo whatever negative things ambazo alisplash kwa April.
Splash side yangu, mbona nisisplash side yako?
So you're saying that you would have done that?
In this case,
I'll do the same.
in
To a
this
minor.
case,
I'm not a robot.
To a minor.
in this case,
Not to a minor.
To a minor.
Not to a,
That's a
At
minor.
least basi angeattack ule mkubwa, angeachana na mtoto, you get.
Timo,
okay,
Timo,
Mkubwa.
listen.
Nini naunganisha? What
Okay,
is the
let's listen
connection?
to Dan. Let's listen to Dan.
Mom to Wendy ni adult, unaelewa? She's 18 and over. Joe is 18 and over. We are talking about Wendy here. After
Wendy,
all this story is
Wendy,
gone,
listen.
the person who will still be in problem is Wendy. All then was sort of kupiaje chuo.
Okay.
Ati wewe ni yule dem mwenye
Manze.
screenshots zake za nini?
Na
za
sisi
post
kwa hapo
stuff,
ama ziko?
zitaenda huko.
Sisi kwa
How
hapo.
is that related
Because you
to
don't know where
wewe
the issue
kukula
comes
ndo
in.
yangu?
Maybe you don't know where the issue comes in.
Screenshots
Someone,
zangu za
someone would want to
Kenya na
argue.
watch.
Okay, listen,
Someone would want to
listen.
argue. Someone would want to argue this. This kid is a minor. If you accuse the kid of going to some, you know,
Listen, there's
website
a-
that
you
she was not.
Timothy,
Just a moment.
Timothy,
Just a moment. Let me put this
Listen,
straight.
let me tell you.
Let
There's
me-
a difference between accusing someone and trying to get your name.
How?
clear.
How? Out
Your
of
name
my,
should be clear.
how? Out of
You
my
know, if-
history.
if you're
How
trying-
out of
if-
my history?
Shut up. If
How?
you're trying-
No, out
if you're
of
trying
my
to
history,
put,
how?
To put someone into line and he's not coming into line, then he's taking name.
I think we have an advocate.
No.
You have to clean up
Give
your
me
name.
receipt.
You have to
Listen,
clean up your name.
listen. Give me M-Pesa statements. Give me
They are there.
my
If you've not
plane
done your
ticket,
research,
eh?
listen.
Give me my plane
If you've not
ticket.
done your research, I don't
No,
know what
Listen,
you're
no,
doing.
no.
listen.
No, you cannot tell me.
No,
anything.
in terms
Go-
of this
go
case.
back
All right,
and
calm
you
down.
can do your research and
Calm
see
down.
everything.
Calm down. She's saying something.
Atukatai jo huyo manager was trying to clear his name, right? But cleaning jina yako kustain za wengine, you get.
And why should they stain my name then? Why should my name stay stained?
Listen.
Am I Jesus?
Let
Should
me-
I
let
die
me
for
ask-
them?
Let me ask.
I'm
let-
not
let me-
Jesus, I
let me
cannot
ask
die for
Dan-
all of them.
Let me ask. Let me ask
Jesus,
Daniel.
yes,
Daniel.
They're
They're
Daniel.
asking me, wait,
I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Daniel, how do you verify screenshots and know that indeed it was the kid who was using the phone when those screenshots were taken?
Listen.
How do you verify that?
Yeah.
Okay, done.
According to the history on those tabs,
Yes.
that they were fine, the one that Joe screenshot and then shared on social media, it was written yesterday. How does yesterday mean that that is when who was
Yesterday
watching the
means
stuff?
like
Who was
this.
handling the
Listen,
phone?
it's me.
Yesterday-
I'm still
yesterday-
answering.
listen.
I'm still
He's answering,
answering.
he's
I'm
answering.
still
Yes.
answering.
You're
I'm
answering
still
my
I'll give you.
question.
I'll give you
Wait,
time.
wait,
I'll give you time.
wait,
I'll give you
I'm not
time.
finished.
I'll
I'm
give
not
you time. I'll
finished.
give you
Wait.
time.
Don't answer
I'll
your
give you.
question.
No,
I'll give you
let
time.
me
If
finish.
you answer the question, I
Listen,
should answer
Just
back.
listen.
no. I'm the
listen.
one who was answering. Yeah, who was
But
answering.
Thank you,
Answer the
thank you,
question.
Timo. So, listen, the tabs, when you watch the screenshot, they are written yesterday and the other day. This is like 4 months ago or 3 when that guy took the phone from the girl. You listen. When she was about, I'm thinking they going off school or about to go to school. Those
After
are
the
4 months.
vacation.
Do we want to say that all this time Joe wanted to put this thing public? Can we say like that? He just kept all these
Like keeping the
screenshots
screenshots,
to put now for this time to bring them out. Can we say like that?
Like to prove
Wait,
something.
I have another thing to say. We, as you go on Twitter, there are more ladies who are sharing some other photos, private photos of that nigger who is going inbox and texting girls about stuff. If you have looked clearly on Twitter, guys were sharing the things that the girl was saying. And again, out of those stuff, now the girl is in trouble because the girls out of the, if you see the girl now, I think coming some days before, all them were depressed.
Exactly, and that's the where and that's where I want to and that's where I want to steer this and that's where I want to steer this discussion right now. Let's not just look at what has happened. You know, that's really like something that we shouldn't even dwell on. But of course, it needs to come out in the public domain. But then, what I'm asking is this girl's life after this. Have we built the life of this girl, or are we destroying the life of this girl? Maybe you can talk as a girl or as a woman, as a young woman.
Really? So hapa naona wameharibu kabisa life ya Wendy. Sioni vile ataface watu shule because everyone be like mtoto mdogo hivi anadu vitu zile afai kuwa anadu, you know. Like okay, atukatai anafai kuperform but ati kuingia kwa okay kuwatch hizo vitu zenye the manager is claiming ana watch. Itamfanya look vibaya kwa kila mtu. Anaenda shule, mabesi zake wanamuona, hata friends, hata ma friends zake of course shule
anakata kusaidika
no, listen, hata wazazi wengine shule wataambiaje watoto usishinde na ule msichana
atakuharibu.
Kwa itokee, lakini akaenda akasema stories zingine, anafika kwaje ikatokea.
No.
Simple like that. Amesema
you sound to me like she deserves it.
Listen Timothy. Amesema the screenshots and the whatever because mandikwa yesterday, ndio. Inamaanisha hatuko tunangoja, jua kwa nangoja hii story itokee. Ako amepekeza
kulingana na venye.
So inamaanisha aje
by that time
kama after that thing happened, that's why after become true, ndio. After alienda kwa show akasema ati umse anatumia social media handles zangu.
Joe said
fanyage hivi na hivi.
That's
why the stories ilitokea.
Frank Joe said alikuwa amelipia Wendy for zinaitwa hizo kama uko depressed unaenda kama counseling. Alikuwa amepay for counseling.
Not this. Alisema Wendy needs counseling.
No, alisema he already paid for.
Alisema
he said
where's the clip?
The clip is there.
No.
Alisema alipay but Wendy did not go. That's why aka include ule MP.
Yes.
Luoch. For the case because Oluoch has been there for this whole story of Wendy, supporting Wendy. That's why the guy Joe said he was taking this story to Oluoch because the mom refused for the girl to go for the counseling. As in anger control Wendy.
I think it's Monty who has not done his homework well. But then let me steer this.
Sorry, do please.
Okay, skiza kwanza. Wewe ni guest hapa hivi kwa hiyo show. Kwa hivyo utakuwa mpole.
I know I'm a guest, but I have an opinion. Everyone has one. Everyone has one.
Yeah.
Ojo alisema hivi, alikuwa anasema Wendy needs counseling, ndio. Inamaanisha alikuwa ameprepare counseling of which she didn't go to, but Wendy needs counseling. Akumforce aende, but alisema she needs counseling. If you know you need counseling, then you prepare. Aka prepare, but she didn't go to the counseling.
You act like my brother.
You didn't go to counseling. That's why I'm trying to take you to counseling. I'm trying to take you to the right man. I'm trying to take you not to see those type of videos. That's why you should not see those type of the videos.
Okay,
Why should
let's listen
What's
to the lady.
What's the work of your phone? You have a smartphone.
No, let's
Just
listen to the lady.
In class 8.
Okay,
just let's see you in class 8.
Just a moment. Let's listen to the lady.
With the question is, I want to pose this question to you. Where according to you and Wendy, unaona nani ndo alikuwa anafaa kwenda for the counseling?
So
according to
you are Wendy. You're just from class 8. Just the other year in class 8.
Yeah, that is my business.
You're seeing sex videos. Why should you not?
Maybe I'm exploring the world.
Exploring what?
No. That's it's a stage. Listen.
What? I don't understand.
I think we all grew up.
Okay.
We all grew up, right?
That was an act of cowardice.
Yeah, just let me say this. Let me say this. We all grew up, or we are all growing up still, right? I'm growing old. You guys are growing up. Because I'm shrinking now. That's a fact. Don't argue with that. But then there are stages. There are stages to growing up. Wendy, it's unfortunate if she visited such sites.
Yes.
It's really unfortunate.
Very.
And that's why she needed, if indeed she needed help. But going public with such a thing, trying to defend yourself using such information.
Good.
Just a moment.
Good.
Just a moment.
Thank you.
Just a moment.
Good.
Just a moment. Going public with such, to my opinion, and I think to the opinion of many, I don't think it's solving the problem.
Yeah.
It's more of escalating the problem.
True. It's not solving the problem.
subjecting this minor, and if you can also allow me, you know, being a celebrity comes with a lot of pressure. With it, right?
Yes.
This is a kid who has met, like, I don't know, 5 presidents in a very short time.
Yes.
She's traveling the world, you know, doing all this stuff. She's on the limelight. In school, she's that celebrity girl who is meeting with big people and stuff. There's already a lot of pressure on this kid. And even
So
as an
this
adult,
pressure
just
is
a
there-
moment,
is
just a
to
moment,
social media to
just
do
a
that.
moment, just a moment.
Listen, nigga.
I don't understand.
Even as an adult,
If this pressure will take me to see those kind of video, I don't understand.
even as an adult, Dan, even as an adult, there's already too much pressure on people,
True,
right?
true.
And then there are different ways of handling it. And if she, because of her lack of knowledge, I would say, or her ignorance, she may not know how to go about it.
Yeah.
But that does not justify putting her out there in that kind of light.
Timothy.
That said and done.
Timothy.
As we finish, I would like to have
Timothy,
your final comments,
Timothy, you're
because
not
I also have
understanding something.
a video to play to our viewers
Timothy,
to show
you're
them
not
some of the
understanding
skills,
something.
soft skills or
This
talent
conversation cannot
that
go
our
like this.
president
Timothy, you're not understanding something.
acquired
Listen
when he
to me,
visited
Timothy.
Jamaica. Let's listen from Dan, because my director is telling me we're out of time. Dan, your final comments as we finish.
I'll say this. Wendy is a small girl.
Yes.
Huh? Wendy is growing up. All of us grew up.
Yes.
There's that point that your body is changing and stuff, you know. So you want to know what do people do at this point of juncture of life and stuff.
So tumpige makofi.
No, no, no,
And
no,
then
no,
akaona
no.
Your
mkono,
final
eh,
views, your final
tumpige
views. You don't
makofi.
have to respond to Monty. Now we know where he's
Let me finish.
Yes.
You guys
So,
are wajelewi,
meaning
Mungu.
she's changing. So seeing such things, maybe me too, at that age I did the same. It's just that my parents didn't put me there for people to see me. So I'm saying this. Everyone should help. Now what Wendy wants is counseling.
Not once, needs.
Yeah.
What Wendy needs.
Okay, Kim, give us your final comments. If you allow Monty, then we are going to continue this program and we're out
Okay,
of time.
I'd say that the manager should acknowledge that this guy, there's a talent at stake here. So him going out there and posting some
Negative
nasty,
stuff,
ain't pleasing at
It's
all.
uncalled for.
Yes, he's trying to defend his, but at least he should also care for the kid.
After.
Yeah.
Safeguard the
All right,
mind
you
zone.
don't have to respond. Okay, Monty,
Listen,
in
Timothy.
30 seconds.
Listen,
30
Timothy.
seconds.
Listen, Timothy.
That's your camera.
if you're a manager, you have to know what you're managing. Sindio. Managing an adult and managing a kid, they're two different things. Sindio. So managing a kid, it means you have to have some additional things that you have to do. Sindio. That's why that is the same thing that Joe was doing. So on these things, actually, that's why Joe was saying in an interview. First, he went to approach the mother. He told the mother, "Hey, cheki, umtoi ako hivi na hivi. So I think we should do this and this." Then after that, she didn't respond. That's why he tried and did some CG counseling things. So after that, they came back and say, "Hey, ako hivi na hivi." So they're ganging up with her mother to come and do. It's the same thing you will do. You'll try to defend
Still,
All
yourself.
right.
You'll
okay.
try to.
Still, we'll
but
say
not
that
In
by
Kenya,
force.
Okay.
in Kenya,
Okay,
if
guys,
you read,
the discussion
if you
is
read
over.
in Kenya, you become the
We
bad
are,
guy.
we are
Listen,
ending
that was
in
not
this-
his
we
story
are
to
ending
tell.
on
a
this
bad
note.
It was
guy
not.
because
The
you're
debating
not
here
you're
is
real.
very heated. Monty here is
You should have minded his
on
business.
top of the roof. Now, I want to play you a short video of what kind of soft skills our president acquired when he visited Jamaica as we end this program. See you again next week, viewer. And thank you very much for joining us. This has been my gang. They call themselves a
Depression
gang.
for the girl, not for the man.
Let's
What
watch
about
the
the
video.
man?
What
Also,
kind of
men have
manager are you,
depression.
nigga?
That guy is a human being.
Indeed, over the last week, in the course of my state visit to the Republic of Jamaica, Jalab, I witnessed the conferment of awards to musicians that had used music to enhance social consciousness and those that energized revolutionary movements across the African continent.
Well,
Indeed, over the last week, in the course of my state visit to the Republic of Jamaica, Jalab, I witnessed the conferment of awards to musicians that had used music to enhance social consciousness and those that energized revolutionary movements across the African continent.
Everywhere